All right, so when we talk about big system implementations, you'll probably hear this acronym, RIFE. It stands for Workflow, Report, Interface, Conversion, Enhancement, and Forms. But you know what? Today, we're going to zero in on just one letter, the C for conversion. And there's a good reason for that. It's often the single riskiest part of the entire project. So let's get into it.
I mean, why so risky? This quote right here, it says it all. Think about it. If a report doesn't work right away, okay, you can probably fix it later. It's an inconvenience. But if your data conversion fails when you go live, the entire business can literally grind to a halt. You can't operate without your data. Period.
So the big question is, what is it about this one technical task that holds so much power over a company's ability to even function? To really get that, we've got to break down what data conversion actually is.
Okay, let's start with a really simple analogy that we're going to stick with. The best way to think about data conversion is that it's the digital version of moving from an old house to a brand new one. It's this huge, one-time job to get everything you own from the old place into the new one so you can actually start living there.
So at its core, data conversion is a one-way street. You take data out of an old, clunky system, you change it around so it fits the rules of the shiny new system, and then you load it in. And here's the crucial part. It's a one-time event, just like moving day. Its whole purpose is to get that new system ready to go for launch day.
Now, it's really important not to mix up a conversion with an interface. They sound similar, but they're totally different. A conversion is that one-time move we're talking about. An interface, though, that's like setting up permanent mail forwarding between two houses that are both up and running. It's an ongoing back-and-forth exchange of data between live systems. Now, what are we actually moving in this digital house move? Well, we're moving two main types of data. First, you've got your master data. This is like the furniture of your house, your customer list, your vendors, your materials. It's the core stuff that, doesn't change all that often. Then you have transactional data. Think of this like the food in the fridge, open invoices, active purchase orders. You only want to move the stuff that's still fresh and relevant. You're not going to pack up old expired stuff, right? You leave the old closed transactions behind. So how in the world do you manage a move this complicated? Well, you need a blueprint. And in the data world, that blueprint is a tried and true three-step framework called ETL.
The ETL process is actually pretty straightforward. First step, extract. This is just like packing everything from your old house into boxes. You're just grabbing all the raw data. Second, transform. Now this is the important part. This is where you clean everything up. You throw out the junk, you label all the boxes so they go to the right room. You're basically mapping old data fields to new ones and making sure everything plays by the new house's rules. And finally, load. This is moving day. You're taking all those perfectly labeled boxes and putting them into the right rooms in the new house.
Okay, so ETL is our blueprint. It's the big idea. But turning that blueprint into an actual real-world project, well, that takes a solid plan. And this brings us to the 4 key phases of the migration process itself.
You got to understand, this is not just a single event. First, there's data mapping. That's deciding which box goes to which room. Then comes data cleansing, where the business users have to get rid of all that old, dirty data. Like that broken lamp that's been in the attic for 10 years. After that, you've got development. This is where the tech team builds the tools, the moving van, to automate this whole process. And finally, and this is maybe the most important part, the trial loads. Think about it this way. You would never, ever open a Broadway show without a full dress rehearsal, right? It's the exact same idea here. You never go live without practice runs. Teams will do several of these mock conversions, starting small and then getting bigger and bigger, until they do a full volume dress rehearsal to make absolutely sure everything works perfectly and, just as importantly, on time. Now, to actually pull off these moves, the technical teams need a whole set of specialized tools. You can think of these as all the different types of moving equipment, from modern, high-tech automated lifts all the way down to old-school dollies and hand trucks. And the toolkit really depends on the job. For pretty standard moves into a modern system like SAP S/4HANA, you can often use these really user-friendly tools like the migration cockpit. For more complicated data, you might need something called a BP. This is like a high-speed programmable pipeline that goes right into the system's core. It's super fast, but it definitely requires some serious technical skill. And then for really weird, unique situations, sometimes you just have to fall back on a BDC, which is basically a screen recording that plays back data entry. It's much, much slower, but hey, sometimes it's the only tool that gets the job done. So, we've gone through the what, the how, and the who. But let's bring it all back to that very first question. Why is this so incredibly risky? Well,
It all boils down to the immense, crushing pressure of the go-live event itself.
Because this is how much time you usually have. The business will literally shut down its entire operation for a weekend. We call it the cutover window. In just 24 to 48 hours, the old system is turned off, all of the data has to be moved, and the new system has to be switched on and checked out before everyone walks back in on Monday morning ready to work.
And during that tiny little window, you're facing all of these challenges at once. You're trying to move massive amounts of data. A single mistake in your mapping could force you to start all over again. The new system has way stricter rules, so it's rejecting data that was totally fine in the old system. And all of this is happening while that clock is just ticking, ticking, ticking down to Monday morning.
So here's the bottom line, the most crucial point. Data conversion isn't just some IT task on a checklist. It is the absolute bedrock of a successful system launch. It makes sure a company can even open its doors on day one. And most importantly, it guarantees the integrity of its financial data. If the conversion fails, nothing else matters.
Which really leaves us with the ultimate question every single project team has to answer. Sure, you can flip the switch, you can make the new system live, but when your employees log in on Monday morning, is the data they are relying on to run the entire business actually trustworthy? That is the one question that a well-executed conversion answers with a very loud, definitive yes.